Okay, so let's keep going. So they're different signs, so we're going to subtract them. So 8 2/3 minus 3 makes the b 5 2/3. So then y would equal, the slope is negative 13 over 6x plus 5 2/3. Okay, and I will tell you right now, there's nothing with fractions that big on your test. Okay, let's look at the chart. So slope is change in y over change in x. Our y is going down 4, and then this one is going down 2, down 2. Oh, you know what? We're going to change this chart up a little bit. We're going to make it x and then f of x. And we're going to do negative 3, 8, and then 0, 6, and then 3, 4, and then 6, 2. This is a little trickier again than what I'll give you. So if you'll look at it, you might look at it and say, oh, it's not linear, but it actually is because there's a missing value in between. So I won't give you anything with a missing value. So we're just gonna look at it like this. Okay, so the slope is going down 2, and then the change in x is going up 3. So my slope is negative 2/3, and then I'm gonna pick any point. I'm just gonna pick this one. So y equals negative 2/3 times x plus b. Well, this is convenient because negative 2/3 times 0 is 0. So 6 would equal b. So here's my slope, here's my b. So y equals negative 2/3 x plus 6. Okay, so again, on your test, I'll make sure, we talked about this on your notes, but I'm not going to give it to you on your test where you're missing values. And then up here, you will not have anything with a fraction quite that complex. Okay, so let's look at number 3. The point, or section 3. The point slope equation is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, where y1 and x1 are the values that you're given, and so is m. So where it says write an equation in point slope form of the line that passes through the given point and has the given slope m. So that's going to be y minus negative 3, so plus 3, equals m times x minus x1, which is 4. Number 11 will be y plus 1 equals negative 3 times x minus 5. And then number 12 is y minus 6 equals 3 over 2 times x plus 6, because it's minus negative. So there's no line shown on here, so we're going to skip that. And we're going to look at number 13. So on number 13, I have y minus 4 equals 1/2 times x minus 5. So every time, you should be able to figure out, well, what's the slope and what's the point I'm given. So y minus the y that I'm being given equals the slope times x minus the x that I'm being given, which is 5. So my point is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and my slope is rise 1, run 2, or down 1 over negative 2, like this. On number 14, the point and the slope, y minus the y I'm given, so that's negative 2, equals m, which is negative 3, times x minus the x that I'm being given, which is 4. So I can start my point at 4, negative 2, and my slope is down 3 over 1, or up 3 over negative 1. And then for the one that's not numbered, our point, our slope, and then our point. So y minus the y that I'm being given equals the slope times x minus the x that I'm being given. So negative 1, negative 1, 2, 3, 4, and then my slope is down 1 over 3, or up 1 over negative 3. So on the next section, it says write an equation in point slope form of the line that passes through the given points. So the first thing that we're going to do is find the slope. And so 4 minus 3 over 4 minus 2. That's 1 over 2. And now we can use either one of these points. If I picked this first point, I would get y minus 2 equals 1/2 times x minus, y minus 3 equals 1/2 times x minus 2. And if I picked this point, y minus 4 equals 1/2 times x minus 4. On the next one, -5 minus 5 over -4 minus 4 gives me a slope of -9 over -8. That's just 9 over 8. So y minus 5 equals 9/8 times x minus 4 if I use this first point. And if I use the second, y plus 5 equals 9 over 8 times x plus 4. Okay, on the next one, actually, we're going to skip that section and we're going to come down here to section 4. So on section 4, it says write linear equations in standard form. Standard form is ax plus by equals c. So 4x minus 12y equals 8. It says write two equations in standard form that are equivalent. We can divide everything or multiply everything by any number we want, and as long as we apply it to everything, it'll make it an equivalent equation. So I can divide all of these by 4 to get x minus 3y equals 2. I could divide them all by 2 to get 2x minus 6y equals 4. I could multiply them all by 10 to get 40x minus 120y equals 80. It literally doesn't matter. So on your test, the next part, okay, let's see. These should say write an equation in standard form. Let's practice that because that's harder. Okay, of the line that passes through the given point and has the given slope. So on number 20, we're going to do point slope form. Y minus 1 equals -3 times x minus 1. We're going to distribute that -3. So y minus 1 equals -3x plus 3. And then I want to solve it and put it in standard form. So that means I need to move this 3x over here, this -3x, and this 1 over here. So I'm going to add 3x to both sides to get 3x plus y. And then over here, 3 plus 1 would be 4. Okay, same thing on 22. Y plus 4 equals -1/2 times x plus 4. So y plus 4 equals -1/2 x minus 2. And then I need to move this -1/2 x to the left side and the 4 to the right side. So I'm going to add 1/2 x. So I have 1/2 x plus y on the left, and then I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides to get -6. The next two look the exact same. The only difference is that you're not given the slope. You have to find it first. So let's find the slope first. -3 minus -1 over 2 minus 3. So -3 minus -1 becomes -2. 2 minus 3 is -1, so our slope is 2. So I can pick either point. I'm just going to use this first one. So y minus -1 equals m times x minus x1. So y plus 1 equals 2x minus 6. So I'm going to subtract the 2x to the left and then subtract 1 from both sides to get -2x plus y equals -7. And then on 23, same thing, we're going to find the slope first. -9 minus -1 over -6 minus 0. That's -8 over -6, which comes out to 4 over 3. So I can pick either point. I'm going to pick the one with the 0 because that's way easier. So y plus 1 equals 4/3 times x minus 0 because I was given 0 as my x. So y plus 1 equals 4/3 x. I need to move the 4/3 to the left by subtracting it, and then subtract 1 from both sides to get -1. For horizontal lines, that's always what your y is equal to. So y equals 2 would be that equation, and vertical is whatever your x is. So remember, if this is our plane, and you're given the point -4, 2, and I asked you for the horizontal line, right? It could be -4, 2, 0, 2, 75, 2, but every single time the y is going to be 2. And for the x, the only requirement is that it's -4. It could be -4, 2, -4, 0, -4, -8, but as long as the x is -4, that's going to make a vertical line. Okay, where we have to find the coefficient of the line, that missing coefficient of the line that passes through the given point. So we're given x and y, so -4 times x plus b, which is what we're missing, times y, which is 1, equals 8. So -4 times 4 times -1 is 4, plus b equals 8. I'm going to subtract to get b is 4. And so I found out what b is, so now I plug it in up here because I have to write the completed equation. So I'm going to get -4x plus 4y equals 8. 26, we're going to do the same process. A times 2 plus y equals -3. I got ahead of myself. So that's 2a plus 11 equals -3. I'm going to subtract 11 to get 2a is -14. So a is -7. So I take this, plug it in up here, -7x plus y is -3.